We've got Nebraska royalty in the building. They're in the building.
What's up?
They're in the building. Tisha Croom, wait a minute. We go way back like flapjacks.
Oh, we did.
Remember all of the track meets, right? I was telling them that last segment. I'm like, I remember Letitia. I remember Michaela Perry. I remember Kathy Travis. I remember your nemesis. Who is it?
Angie Henry.
Ooh, listen, them Angie Henry, and we used to be at the like this. This is about to get good. That was, I don't know if we've ever had track like that in Nebraska. That many young ladies competing on that level.
Yeah, that was a good time. And all those young ladies, I mean, they excelled at the collegiate level. Some went on to run at the pro level, and it was just a good time, and I was blessed to be teammates with Angie Henry here at the University of Nebraska, and we had a great team at that time. Football team was national champions. Mm-hmm. We had a national championship year, so it was great.
Okay, so talk to me. Let's just kind of let's go from history on. It seemed to me, I remember you ran unattached.
I did during summer track.
Summer track, right?
Yeah, I had run with Omaha Housing Authority for a while.
OHA.
Yeah, and with Jamila Bibbs.
Yeah.
And,
I forgot about Jamila Bibbs.
Yeah, Denise.
Yeah.
And
Denise Thomas.
Yeah, Denise Thomas, and it was a powerhouse crew.
Yeah, we weren't playing no games, taking names.
Right.
Okay, so talk to me about the track experience and how'd you get a scholarship to go to the University of Nebraska?
Well, I mean, in high school, I was, out of Bellevue East High School, 3-time state championship team, and I won state in the 400 a couple years, and the University of Nebraska had supported me through that high school career, and Coach Rainbows at the time had come to several high school meets with Chanel Porter, who was one of the best 400-meter runners here at the University of Nebraska.
Gosh, you bringing some history back.
And so my parents were here. My dad was military, retired at Offutt Air Force Base. Nebraska was just a no-brainer.
By the way, let me just tell you something about your dad. Uh-huh. Your dad gave me special gifts through your mom, of which I still got to this day. I tell you, Mom, I still got those ties. Oh my God. She just laid them out like, come get them all. And I was like, what? Tie, that tie. Just give them all to me, Mom.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. And, that means a lot to me. And I get a little emotional. My dad's no longer here, but, through my whole high school career and college career, I mean, that support was just epic. And I couldn't have asked for better parents during that time. So, just that learning experience for me as a parent, I'm trying to do the same for my son.
Okay, that's a great segue. Great segue. So you're at the University of Nebraska, right?
Right.
I don't want to talk about the career. We're going to fast forward because the 90s didn't happen. They didn't happen. You weren't here in the 90s. You wasn't here in the 90s, and neither was I. Terrell definitely wasn't here in the 90s. Angie was my track and field coach in high school.
Oh, wow.
Rico, Angie Henry.
Oh, wow.
Well, listen, them two, that was like, what kind of rivalry could you say? That was a rivalry for real. She was Bellevue West.
Yes. And it was a friendly rivalry. Angie today is still one of my best friends.
Nice.
I'll get a chance to see her tonight. I've been living in Texas for over 20 years, so I don't get back here very often, but I'll get to see several of my friends tonight, including Angie. And we've just stayed in contact, and she's still coaching, and she's actually still competing and able to beat college kids still at you
can too. He can too. It's something about the water that was in the 70s. I don't know what it is, but it was something. Now, I got to run the 400. April 22nd.
Oh, okay.
In 90 seconds.
Okay, you should do that.
You know what I got?
Pace yourself.
You know what I got? Form.
That's all you need. You got to have form.
Until that last 100.
Well, see, I got a rabbit. I got a rabbit. The last the last 300. Angie, you're here. You're here to help. How do I run the 400 to make it in 90 seconds at 47 years old? Well, I'll be 48.
Okay, well, you're younger than me, but I think
Whatever. You were born in what? 75? Everybody that was born in 75 is the same age.
I was born in 74.
You older than me.
No, but I think I mean, at this age, you just have to pace yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it anymore.
Okay.
I mean, last summer I ran in some meets with my son, and
Can you beat him?
No, but I did run.
What he look like?
I did run.
What you talking about?
61.
You better ask my pops about it. Can you beat your dad?
Yeah, for sure.
Can he?
Well, I will give him to it right now because I'm not in shape.
But if you got in shape,
oh no,
how long will it take you to get in shape?
give me. So me and my wife, we have this plan now.
Okay.
So the plan is every day we do 100 sit-ups.
Okay.
And I had to. So let me back up. When she was pregnant with him, I had made the 05 trials, and she was there
In what event?
in the 200.
By the way, introduce yourself.
My name is Robert.
Okay.
Staten.
From?
I'm from Texas.
How'd you get to Nebraska?
Oh man, story. So I originally had a scholarship to go to Baylor, University of Baylor, and to play football. But I had won at the time. I was running some world-class times at a young age, so I chose track over football. And I really didn't want to. My senior year, my high school football coach kind of tarnished the taste of football. Even though I loved it, he just took it away. And so I focused on track, and had the scholarship signed. Didn't go. The second semester, my summer track coach found out what happened, and he called me that morning and said, you have 4 hours to decide what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm coming to your house with a plane ticket to Lincoln, to Nebraska, because he was good friends with Ron Brown.
Okay.
And he called Coach Brown. Coach Brown said, hey, we don't have any football scholarships, but track has scholarships. So he called me and said, you have 4 hours to decide what you're going to do.
What year was this?
This is in 95.
Okay, 95. Got you.
So I sat around. I went in my closet, closed the closet door, cried, because my parents didn't have a lot of money. So
Went to your prayer closet, boy. You got on your knees at 18. Jarrell, he was down there talking about, Lord, I don't want to go to Nebraska. It's too cold.
I'm gonna be honest. I had to go find a U.S. map to find where Lincoln was. And literally, if you put your finger in the middle of the U.S.,
Yeah.
it's more than likely you're gonna hit
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
You got to.
You're gonna hit.
It's the middle of the map.
Yes.
Perfect.
And so I called him back and said, all right, I'm ready. So he came by with the ticket, a one-way ticket.
One way.
And
No return.
No return.
Nope.
He took me to the airport that same day.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is history. Guy
Really?
didn't know anyone. Didn't know. I mean, I knew a guy that ran track that was from Texas.
Wait. Is Beat Tops here?
No, Byron was from Illinois.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's come or not. He's not
Sorry.
on Facebook or anything, I don't
Yeah,
think.
he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
He
Yeah.
doesn't do any of the social media.
Nah. Beat Top, but that's Beat Tops.
Yeah.
If you know Beat Tops, that's
He's
that's
always done it his way.
right. That's
Yeah.
just Beat Top. God, dog, I wanted to talk to him again. I got some names, man. I ain't forgot no names because we was close with the track team now. That was a
Definitely.
okay. So you're at Nebraska, you're at the University of Nebraska. Why didn't you wash your little butt out there on the football field?
So here's a story about Coach Osborne. He took time out to know every athlete that was at the university. So I'm sitting down at the training table.
So it didn't matter you weren't in football.
Right.
Okay, go.
I'm sitting down at the training table, and he sits next to me. And I don't know. I know him, but I don't know him. And he definitely don't know me.
Right.
And
So
he
you
goes,
thought.
So I thought.
You didn't know that when Ron Brown had the friend, whoever your coach was that knew Ron Brown, you didn't know it was a godfather that said, yeah, that's cool. I'll give you the green light. Thumbs up.
Right.
Go ahead. That was Coach Osborne, though.
So you're probably right.
Right.
So I'm sitting at the table eating dinner, and he goes, "How you doing, Robert?" And I'm like, "How you know me? I don't I know you are because I see you on TV, but you don't know who I am. He knew exactly who I was.
Right.
And he said, you're more than welcome to come out in the football field. Obviously, I will give you a scholarship in football. You would have to dedicate your time to football. I will allow you to run track, but when it comes time to football will be overruled the track. And I was like, okay. But I never took him up.
What position?
At the time, I was being recruited as a safety, strong safety.
Just say you were scared. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Now,
Look,
I know
look.
RJ's here. I know RJ's here.
Look,
But I'm looking at you and I'm saying to myself, he can play running back, safety. There's a whole bunch of positions you could have played, and you didn't do it. Just say you know why you didn't do it? I know why you didn't do it. You was running around trying to find pizza. Like, where pizza at? I ain't going, because when they in football, they in track. And I want to make sure that I got my eyes on Tisha Grove.
No. So here's a real story why I didn't play. So my wife said she didn't date any football players.
Never. That's the truth.
And so I had a choice.
Listen, he didn't want to be a football player. Look, we was chasing after her since high school. What are you talking about?
I had a choice.
Yeah.
So I was like,
we know the choice you chose. Track and croon.
Yeah, well, you may be right. So
there's no maybe in this.
So being afraid? No, I was never afraid to play ball. Actually, I love ball. But I love my wife.
I know. Listen, it don't take the captain long to be clairvoyant. No. It just, see the. He was like, Coach Osborne said, "Yeah, son. Not only do I know you can play here. This takes precedence over track."
Yeah, it does.
He was like, he didn't even go to his prayer closet on this decision. You said football takes precedence over croon. Nah, Coach, appreciate you, but we're going to go ahead and stay with track.
Well, look, 27 years later.
Y'all still look young, just with great hair. I get it. 100%. It's beautiful. Now you've created something.
Yes.
Let's get to the creation, wait for it, of you two track stars. Just because you were scared in football, we got a football player now.
So here's if I was scared, my scaredness, my fear would be in him.
No.
But it's not in him.
No.
So there's no fear.
Yeah, I know ain't no fear in you because that's when you were supposed to play football. Yeah. You did. That was, what year did you come? 95?
I came in 95.
So you could have been a two-time national champ. Not because you were scared. I know why. 20-something years took over. That, to me, is better than going to football anyway.
Now, check this out. So, this is, undisclosed, but I did, at the time, had an agent who would call me on a regular to play. So, by this time, me and Letitia, we have already left Nebraska, and he set up, like, 3
free agent workouts?
Yes.
Did you go?
I went.
How'd it go?
I performed well.
At what position?
At the time, probably would have been safety.
Okay.
Because I was.
He's fast. I get it.
And I could probably cover.
Yeah.
Still didn't do it.
Well, you at that point, you have to have the intangibles at that point. Now your hips got to be. You got to be able to turn the hips and do all the stuff.
That, I had been out of football for such a long time.
Right.
And football, you got to play football.
What'd you run? You remember what in the 40?
I ran 4.32.
You would have dusted your draws, Terrell Farley.
No, Terrell's a dog.
I didn't say he wasn't no dog. I said he would have dusted his draws in the 40. He never went 4.3, nothing.
Just like you're not gonna run a 60. 400.
Hey,
don't pass out.
I'm gonna run I'm gonna run a 90.
Is there a bet on this one?
It's a lot of money riding.
Whole Lincoln, Nebraska bet.
Riding on it. They've been waiting on this for a year.
You're gonna have to come back for that.
Yes, the ticket Olympics. He got to come back anyway for the spring game.
Yeah.
Spring game. But youngster, I know we ain't talked to you, and I apologize. Because, see, this is my era. All right? But when we come back, it ain't 11 yet. Okay, good. When we come back, we'll talk to J.R. Statton. Is that cool?
Yep.
See, we get our groove on up in here. I know they'd be like, these people is crazy. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm with it.
The black shirt.
And
Tisha.
Robert.
RJ.
let's do. Oh, and Mama, holla at your boy. We'll be back 93.7 the ticket.